Hello students. So in the previous session we learned that the little girl Pramodini, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari, ran away when the narrator was calling her, and after that he got to know that she was deaf and dumb. She could neither hear nor speak, and after that the narrator felt ashamed of what he had done, and he kept thinking about the little girl and her family. He kept thinking how the little girl Pramodini must have felt every time someone tried to talk to her. Now, the queries were answered by the parents haltingly and with obvious anguish. So here, the queries means the questions asked by the people. Okay, so Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari had to answer to the people's questions, and they used to answer to the people's questions unwillingly, means without they did not want to answer the people, but they had to answer the people. They had no other option left. Okay, so they had to answer to the people's questions unwillingly. They hesitated in answering to their questions. Here haltingly means with hesitations, okay, with hesitation. Okay, and the parents felt so much pain inside them each time they answered to the questions asked by the people. What struck me as the worst part of the situation was that the girl would be often gravely looking on her eyes aghast with horror and self-pity, aware that she was the topic of discussion. Now, here the narrator says that he was feeling so bad and so sorry for their daughter Pramodini, because every time a guest comes and talks to her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari, she knew, that little girl Pramodini knew, that she is going to be the topic of discussion. Means the guest and her parents again will start talking about her. So she knew that, and that is why the narrator feels so bad for Pramodini, and he thinks that how that little girl must have felt, thinking that she is the only reason of her parents' unhappy faces, or thinking that she is the only reason her parents always had to face such questions from the guest, which they hesitate to answer and become sad. So the narrator thinks that how the little girl Pramodini must have felt thinking all this. She must have felt ashamed every day. She must have felt very bad every day, very sad every day. She had no other pastime than to run around the house or play with the servants. She did not go to school, as there was none there to cater for her needs. So here it has been said that Pramodini always used to spend her time by playing near the house all alone, or by playing with the servants. She did not go to school because there was not a single school for the special children, and there was no one to look after her except her family. Okay, they had tried to teach her at home, but without success. She could only hear faintly, without feeling much, when one shouted close to her ears, and she could speak nothing except utter animal like cries of happiness and sorrow, or say crudely such words as "mama" or "uncle." All her other communications were confined to gestures with her hands, which brought a fleeting sensation of torture to her whole being when one failed to follow what she was saying. So, look, what is said here is that she could not speak properly. Okay, she could not hear properly. She could only speak or utter words like mama or uncle, and that too in a breaking voice. Okay, she could only shout or scream or make different animal kind of noises, but could not speak properly. She used to communicate with her gestures means she used to communicate with signs made by her hands. Okay, or by moving her hand or the head and so on. So these are the gestures through which she used to communicate. Um, and when people could not understand her gestures, obviously it was not possible for everyone to understand the gestures of a deaf and dumb person. Okay, so that is why when people could not understand her gestures and could not understand what she wanted to say, that became so painful for her. She used to feel extreme sadness at that point of time. Okay, now to save the child from such repeated humiliation, I one day suggested something to the Bhandaris, which the parents, after some trepidation, agreed to try. We decided to have bits of paper typed and to hand over one of these sheets, duly sealed in a cover, to every new visitor as soon as he entered the guest house. The text of the sheet ran, "Our daughter is deaf and dumb. You may hurt her by trying to be friendly too soon, as she can neither understand nor reply to your kind words. You are requested to please give her time to approach you and make your acquaintance. Thank you." So, students, look, as the narrator was feeling so sad for the family, okay, and especially for that little girl, Pramodini, so he decided to do something. Okay, Mr. Dhanda, the narrator, decided to help the family. He decided to do something in whichever way he could. Okay, and that is why, what did he do? What did the narrator do? He suggested Pramodini's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari, to inform every new guest who visit about their daughter. Okay. He suggested the parents to give a sheet of papers, kind of a typed letter sealed in an envelope. Okay. So to each and every guest who visit, so that the letter will inform them about their daughter. And now, what will be written in the letter? The message which will be written in that sheet or in that letter is about Pramodini's handicapped situation. Moreover, on that letter, it will be requested to each and every guest who visit that they should stop themselves from approaching Pramodini, or not try to talk to Pramodini too soon, and not to ask her any questions, because it may hurt the little girl Pramodini. So this was the plan or the suggestion given by the narrator, okay, to the parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari. So at first the parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari, were a little hesitated, but then they agreed to the narrator's suggestion or to the narrator's plan. Now, a line to the effect that they might be spared questions about her was removed by Mrs. Bhandari on the plea that it would not be compatible with her spirit of hospitality. As it was, she felt the note was not a very kind one to be given to people who were going to make her guest house their temporary home. But she gave consent to save the girl untold misery and helplessness she experienced every time a stranger approached her. So here, look. When the narrator suggested this idea to Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari, at first Mrs. Bhandari, who was the mother of Pramodini, she hesitated to give those cheats to the guest, because the cheats informs and ask the people or the visitors to not to talk and ask questions to Pramodini, and which she felt, means the mother felt, was against her spirit of hospitality. Means she felt that such kind of a request to the visitors might hurt them, right? And as she was a very kind, loving and always smiling kind of a lady, that is why she at first refused to give the cheats to her guests or the visitors. But later on, she agreed to that, because to save her daughter, only to save her daughter, she agreed to that. she wanted to save her daughter from her helplessness. She could no longer see her daughter sad when someone tried to talk to her. So Mrs. Bhandari, means the mother of Pramodini, finally agreed to give the chits to each and every visitor or guest. Okay. The ruse worked well, even beyond our expectations. Though a few sympathetic questions were still put to the parents, the poor child was spared. Later, the girl herself slowly became intimate with many of the guests. The Bhandaris felt relieved and thought that at least one of their problems was temporarily solved. So here, students, now here the word ruse. Ruse means a trick or a plan. Okay, so it is said that the ruse given by the narrator or the plan or the trick suggested by the narrator, Mr. Dhanda, worked well. Okay, so it was a great help for Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari and their little daughter Pramodini. But still, both the parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari, faced some sympathetic, means friendly or caring questions about their daughter Pramodini. And some guests, after reading the chit, they still tried to know more about Pramodini from their parents. That is why it is said that the parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari, were still facing some questions asked by the guest. But most important thing was that their daughter Pramodini was saved. Okay, so because Pramodini was saved, because now the guest don't try to talk to or try to be friendly with Pramodini too soon, and because of that Pramodini also did not feel uncomfortable or awkward in front of the guest. So the problem for Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari students was somewhat solved. Okay, the narrator's plan helped them so much. Okay, so we will stop here for now, students, and we will continue the further chapter in the next session.